The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, yeah? Would you want it to be on the TV, bro? You know how to do that?
How to switch it so that the sound's on the TV?
Yeah, just the game audio.
Where do you do it?
Like, if you hold the middle button, bro, and then you go to sounds and devices, and then output to headphones, do chat audio.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
You got it? For sure. Alright, I sent the video. Alright. Nah, bro, I don't got Call of Duty. I still haven't got it. Yeah, you did ask me. I was thinking about it, but I don't know. Yeah, I kind of got like bored of this sort of.
Here we go, Pac-Man.
Yeah, right? Dude, we found that out, bro. We were fucking addicted to this shit, bro.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Yeah, bro, you have some decent ass kicks.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
I picked up my left tackle and right tackle.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play,
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
I'm
exactly
trash,
right.
though.
3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Remember last year in Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, you know, and me and my crew, we got to see him. And when they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, the head coach Ron Rivera told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey, he's good up to 65, coach. And each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates the distance, lets the head coach know.
Yeah, no doubt he's got the leg, but this time couldn't put it through. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Check.
Yeah. I've been trying, but it never works.
He's coming. We got double.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How hard was it to, actually listen to He's got fucking Watson, quarterback.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Either blitzes or he drops an extra defensive end. He drops him in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He's very useful.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Lately has been Alex. Yeah, not
the Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try?
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And he's taken down back in his own 7.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
He's so huge, bro. He's a run block.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Exactly, and they had like a superstar on that side. Dude, every single, I'm not even
no run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Like, literally, if I get a hole, he'll be gone. But other than that, bro,
looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Wentz. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
Nah, bro, I don't do that. No good, bro.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I missed it.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
God, bro. Where the hell was I running, my guy? I was tripping.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Like, low-key, I wanted to draft him, but then I just picked McCaffrey.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Michael, if he ended up missing the draft, he couldn't get on or something, so we gave him the first pick, and then he got
Now Leonard Fournette.
Look at that.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
My cousin Tony, he was in the league last year, but like he wanted to try it or whatever, and we wanted like more players and stuff, but he didn't like Madden, so he got out. Yeah, he was the Colts. Yeah.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
It's like, bro,
had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
I know, bro.
Second and 4. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A handoff to Fournette. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it. They'll run with Fournette. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a two-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Nah, I didn't even know, bro.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken as 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he'll pull it down, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Got to be a hit stick. He fumbles, bro. Every time he gets tackled, bro. It should be funny, dude. It's like when he's mad as hell.
Check safety, check safety. Jam. Whip. Watch the whip.
Kind of, though, right?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
Run, bro. You're supposed to be fast.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Demir Bird, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Just like automatically. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't know.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 79 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
He scored like 73 points. Half of them were like that, bro.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the flag and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Was there better teams than the Jets, like overall-wise?
Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wentz now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go. Waiting. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, son of a bitch.
The quick slap caught.
I don't know why.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I don't know what the hell.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
That dude is so good, bro. But he's got no juke. Like, he's trash. Yeah, bro. That's how that guy is.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike, echo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That was complete. He finds Sharp. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Wentz. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
That was a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Bravo. Watch 54.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, they definitely do, bro, because, like, whenever, like, I call hike, only the middle, I can't, dude, oh, my God. Facts. If I lose 5 yards right here, I don't think I will.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So they start like joking with me. They're like, hey, bro, so this round you're getting the kicker or what? I was like, bro, he's a first rounder. Of course I'm going to get him. So, bro, my cousin told me, it must have been like the 5th round or something, bro. He freaking would have got a kicker, bro. I was like, oh, damn, bro. He's like, bro, you got to talk
the
about
play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left.
Literally, man. They're like, bro,
and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What were you playing?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Oh, bro, hold him for a second,
James
bro.
Bradbury. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Are you serious? I waited too long.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Yeah, right? That play's unstoppable, bro.
Break, go, go. 120!
Yeah.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Bro, literally, bro. I'm like watching you come across, and I'm about to throw it. Hopefully, I go behind you. Bro, I saw you go back. I was like, no. And then I got sacked.
After the sack,
like, yes,
oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Country mile.
Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, Charlie. 54.
Oh, I'm nervous,
54
bro.
Mike. Check, check.
Back to throw. Shark's got it left side. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
It had to be like this. Literally, bro. Fuck. Bro, I can't go over.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Yes!
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian McCaffrey in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Hell yeah.
Extra point try, good by Gano. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Dude, literally when I was running, I was going to run out of bounds, bro. I didn't go lie.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Just don't get a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Might have been the difference.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Squeeze, get in there. Go.
They'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
He's back to throw.
Oh, thank God.
Incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
No.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now the timeout call.
Did it on the side, bro.
So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
I'm trying lateral, bro.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
It was the last game of the regular season. And we went to overtime. And he went against the wind. Like, I don't know if he knew which way he was picking. And, dude, I received. Dude, it was literally like a 50-something yard field goal, like 60 yards. I think it was 60
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On the ground, McCaffrey. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. It actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Nah, yeah, bro. You gotta give me like a 20-yard loss right here, bro. Hey, what you mean? That's the only play I run on. That's the only play I run on.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 31. Check. Black, come on. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. 80 weapon.
To throw as well.
Oh, I knew it.
Pressure again, and down he goes again.
Oh, my God.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Nah.
And the Jaguars send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime.
Come on.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in his spot.
Oh, my
so they
God,
have to get out from the shadow of their own goal line.
Like that,
get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all because they go down and score a touchdown. This
rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Switch it. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here.
I hate this game, bro. I hate this
game.
Overtime. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I was pushing
game
circles.
That we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole
mine
thing
like went through the whole team before I got to my guy, bro.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.
Oh my God.
How much fun was
I was
that?
sitting
We
there
had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
What an end, bro.
So for the Jets, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
It was a perfect.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I literally only got one though. I feel like it's it's something with the settings or something. I don't know, bro.
Damn, I should have took a video of that last play, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how these guys be doing this shit, bro.
That was lucky as hell.